Hey guys! Welcome back to the Hannah channel. Today I wanted to do my April's favorites and disappointments, and I have a guest with me. I have talked about her in another video, I think too, if I'm not mistaken. She's the one that got her septum done.
Yeah.
You want to tell them about it?
My name's Alicia, by the way.
Yeah.
She didn't say that.
I mean,
I got my septum pierced for my 18th birthday, and that was her present to me. And I've wanted it for a very long time. And I just got it a little bit over a week ago. And she wanted to record me, but we were both nervous because we wasn't sure how bad it would hurt and everything. So I didn't let her record me. Sorry. If you wanted to see that, if you were curious.
I mean, they can look them up online.
Yeah.
But, like, some of those videos that are, like, really extreme,
yeah.
like, that's not what happened.
I was so nervous because I saw, which I know you're not supposed to, like, watch videos before you get a piercing, but I saw videos where people were bleeding and, like, freaking out, and I didn't bleed at all, and I think it's barely swollen, and it didn't hurt that bad. Like, it wasn't comfortable, but it wasn't, like, super painful. Like, my eyes were watering because it's a little intense. Her eyes watered with her nostril piercing, and I think it's just that area that causes it. Yeah, but it really didn't hurt that bad, but we were just very nervous about it.
We've been thinking about her piercing for over a month, and I think it just, like, kind of got to us. Like, the more closer it got to where we were going to get her piercing, the more nervous we got. Because I know I'll be sitting there texting and be like, are you ready to get your piercing? And, like, I could feel my stomach drop and, like, butterflies, and I'm not even getting it done. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, how you was feeling.
Yeah, I wasn't, honestly, I was kind of nervous about it, but I wasn't as nervous until she started telling me her feelings and how nervous she was. And then she made it a little worse, but I got over it. I got nervous whenever we got closer to the shop and we started to get out of the car, and that's when it hit me. My stomach dropped and I was so scared. And we walked in and they were like, are you ready? And I was like, no.
Like, we had to wait, like, I would say a couple minutes, maybe like 5 minutes, because the piercer went out and got some food, and we had to wait there with his son, and, like,
it wasn't a big, I mean, he told us a lot about it.
Yeah.
He walked us through it, and she decided she was going to get her piercing, and mine honestly took like 5, maybe closer to 10 minutes, and it was just setting it up, and, you know, it takes a little bit of time. Hers literally took 2 seconds. Like, it was over, and I was like, are you kidding me?
Which, I'm really glad you got yours first, because I feel like if I would have got my first, it would have been worse for you.
Yeah, I would have been, I don't know if I would have been more nervous or not, because I feel like I would have been like, well,
oh my god.
I feel like I would have been like, well, yours is very quick, so mine will be, and then I think that would have made me nervous that mine was taking so long.
So, I guess
that is one of my April favorites.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go ahead and get into this video and talk about some of my April favorites. She didn't bring any April favorites, but I know she has some that she wants to talk about. So I can insert pictures of that at the end of this video if I can find them. The first couple of things that I want to talk about are these earrings. I got these from the Pamper Yourself that we went to with my mom, and I love these earrings just because they have the owls on them. They're really cute.
And the color is really cute.
The color is beautiful. The sad thing about it is that I bent the back of this one, and I think I could fix it. I feel like it would just be easy to fix, but I dropped my phone on it. Oops.
Sad story.
Sad story in Hannah's life. But the next thing I want to talk about is this Clean Sweep makeup brush pad. I got this from TJ Maxx, and this was only $4, and I love using this, especially when I'm doing my eye makeup, because I only use certain brushes, and I don't wash those brushes every day, so some of the eyeshadows just left on them, and I just really like using this, and this is what the inside looks like. And this candle that I have, I got this from Walmart. This is the Caribbean Villa. I think it smells like fruits.
And I just think it smells kind of like the ocean.
But like I said, it
just smells really good.
Either way it does smell really good. I think it was either under $10 or under $5. I know it's like Bath and Body Works candles, so Bath and Body Works are more expensive than this candle, and I feel like if you can get like these candles at Walmart, it would just be easier to get these, unless Bath and Body Works is having that sale. I think it's like 2 for $24, and I think that's a really good deal for their candles. But the next two things I want to talk about are these foundations. I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in Soft Ivory, and then I have the Maybelline Fit Me in 110, which is porcelain. And I know you have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in porcelain too, which I gave her that because I originally bought it, but it wasn't my skin color, but she has made it work, which I honestly don't know how. But I like those foundations. The Maybelline Fit Me is just really sheer, and then the Photo Focus like is more coverage. I feel like, to me, I had an e.l.f. one that I feel like was maybe a really good coverage.
I really like it. That's what I use every time I do a full face.
I didn't like it because it has suntan lotion in it or whatever.
It was sunscreen. And it had a smell to it, and she didn't like the smell.
The smell was, I don't know, it irritated me, honestly. Like, I could smell it every time that I used it, and I was just like, no. So I gave it to her.
But I feel like the coverage on it's very good. And the Photo Focus Wet n Wild that she gave me, it has really good coverage, but it's also very light, which was why she couldn't use it. But I feel like you can darken it up a little bit with your, if you do heavy contour or something, you can cover it up pretty good to make it look more like your natural color. But honestly, it's just a tad bit too light.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that shade, and like, I kind of pray for those people in the summer. Can you imagine the sunburns on those people? I'm really bad at sunburns. We get really bad sunburns.
Yeah, hers is worse.
Like, 2nd degree burns are pretty
while
bad.
we were tanning.
Yeah.
Like laying on the beach in the sun. That was it.
And it's like, here's your burn marks. Have fun. But the next thing I want to talk about is this Rimmel London Stay Matte. I got this because a YouTuber I watch, which is Laura Lee, I think is her name. She mentioned it in like a $5 and under video, and I was like, yeah, I want some of that, and I got it.
So you went and got some of that?
Yeah, I got some of that. I like this a lot, honestly. It helps with keeping your lipsticks that like stick together non-stick. It also helps cover up the oils. Like, my T-zone is very oily, and I feel like this helps with it. And I can also use this without using foundation, and I feel like there is like, you can't even tell that you're using it. This was like $3, honestly, so I really like that, and I feel like that's a really good deal for Rimmel London. I feel like they're a really expensive brand.
They do have some more expensive makeup, but that powder does work really good. We have it over both of our lipsticks.
Because they're sticky.
Yeah, a little bit.
The next thing I want to talk about is this Tarte Sample highlighter I got. This is in the color or shade, whatever, Stunner. This is what it looks like. Give you a little swatchy swatch. I think it's a pretty decent highlight. It definitely glows. I like to use this mainly under my eyebrow. That's the only thing that I really use highlight for, because I never do a full face, only on those lucky days. The next two products that I want to talk about is eyeshadows. These are Too Faced. I love Too Faced brand. I feel like their eyeshadows...
Extremely.
Yeah. I feel like their eyeshadow palettes are the best, honestly. I know some people say that their eyeshadows palettes don't have like really good colors. Some of them are not pigmented. But I feel like every eyeshadow palette or lipstick or any of that is like a hit and miss wherever you get it. No matter if it's high end or low end. But this is just a Sweet Peach palette. This is my favorite. I have used this almost since Christmas, since I got it. This is just what some of the colors look like, or all of the colors. But I love this palette. I think the only two colors I haven't used is just Peachy and Candid Peach, which is these two pink colors right here. But I really love this palette, and I like to pair this palette with Too Faced Peanut Butter and Honey palette. I love this palette, but I just can't figure out what to do with that yellow down there. So I'm kind of upset about that, but then again, this is also like a mustard yellow, and it's really kind of gross looking to me. But you can't really see it. Do you think that's pretty?
I feel like you'd have to just use a dab of it and blend it out very well if you used it, but I honestly don't know what I would use it for.
I don't know either. That's something that I would have to play with and figure out. But it's like, I feel like it could work for some people. I know Bunny did it. She used it, and it was so cute on her, but like, I can't do anything with makeup, so. it won't be cute on me. But the next thing I want to talk about is this Profusion Conceal Color Correcting Palette. I got this at TJ Maxx, and I'm pretty sure this was $5 and under, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But these are just what the colors look like. I like these colors. I use all of them except for this medium color. But I also feel like you can mix this color in with like one of these light colors or this color. Because I mix these two colors to hide my dark under the eye circles or whatever they're called. Is it dark circles?
Under eye circles.
Under eye circles. But anyways, I like using this palette. It did come with a sponge, but that thing's useless, honestly. But the next couple of things I want to talk about is like a brand that I feel like doesn't get talked about a lot, because I feel like I never hear about it. Like from like higher end like beauty gurus like Jeffree Star, Nikki Tutorials, Manny MUA, or any of those people that are more high up into the world. But these are just some stuff from Hard Candies. I have this Take It Off. I like using this to get off swatches. I feel like it works wonders, especially with those really hard liquid matte lipsticks. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. I know they don't sell it in stores anymore, but you can probably look on their website and see if it's on there. I knew they used to have some face blotting things, and they were like $5, but you got like 136. And
That's a good deal.
Yeah, I wish they still sell those. The next two things I want to talk about are these face primers. This one is a shine free, and this one just minimizes lines and pores. I like mixing these both together because I have everything wrong with my face. But I feel like these work wonders. And I also have used the Hangover one from Too Faced, and I honestly feel like that one doesn't work as good. But it could just be for people who have like a dry skin, and that's only the primer they have, and I feel like they should get another primer, TBH. Because Boo Boo's over here oily, and I want to support them all the way, but I can't. The next thing I want to talk about is this eye primer from Hard Candy. I'm pretty sure they don't sell this one because I got this in a Christmas kit years ago, honestly. But this one's lasted me forever. It's the same color as your eyeballs or your skin, I feel like. This is what it looks like. It honestly goes into nothing. So it just mixes in right in. So I feel like this could last longer, and I also think this is like extremely better than Urban Decay's or Too Faced primer. I use them both. I have samples of them, so like I'm not just saying that to be mean, because
you love both brands.
I do. But honestly, like if I can find something cheaper, and then like Urban Decay's is like what, $15 or something like that for like a little bitty thing. Like we ain't gonna pay that money.
Especially if it works just as well,
yeah,
or better.
Yeah, honestly it does. And if you go to the store, they have one that's so much bigger, like taller than this one, and it's only $6. Like, I feel like you're just getting a better deal with a drugstore one than an actual pricing one. And the last thing I want to talk about from Hard Candy is this Luminizer Face and Body Glow. I like to use this before I put under my eyebrow for highlight, but I like to use it before powder because I feel like it gives it more of a glow. But that's what I like to use this for. And this was only $1 for Christmas like last year. And like this was under $6. Next two things I want to talk about are these mascaras. And I know she loves one of these because I let her borrow it for her birthday. But anyways, these are more higher end mascaras. I didn't really find any mascaras from like the drugstore that I was like really into. But that's something I really want to explore about. I heard is it L'Oreal? They have this mascara that I saw this one girl use, and like it worked the same as this one.
Really?
Yeah, and this one is $21 or $20, and the L'Oreal one is just $6. Which that's still a little bit expensive for mascara, I feel like, because I only want to pay like $3 for one. But this one is Tarte, and I feel like it gives your like lashes the curl and the volume and everything that it needs. I know it has like so many like good things for it, but I have no idea what that is. I don't have the box for it, so I can't read it off. But do you want to say anything about it?
I used it for my birthday, and I feel like it's really like I feel like with one application it lifts and darkens and thickens your lashes really well. And I love mascara, like I love eyelashes, and I like for mine to be really long and curled and nice looking. And I feel like this Lights Camera Lashes is like the best thing that I've used, because I feel like with one application it worked perfect, and so I really liked it.
The next mascara I want to talk about is this Benefit Roller Lash. I love this. I heard so many great things about this, and I was like, I really do have to pick this up. But this is $12 for a sample size, and the big one is just $24. And I feel like the sample size should be a little bit cheaper, because the full size is $24. And so you're really just paying half price.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I feel like you shouldn't even have to pay half price if you're just going to get the full thing. I feel like it's just cheaper to get the full thing. I don't know. It's in my mind. But I really like this. The only thing that I kind of don't like about this is how bulky the lid is and how small the wand is. But I love,
the curved one.
yeah, the curved ones are my absolute favorite. The Tars aren't curved. I think they do have one that's curved, but I just don't know which one it is. But I just love these two. These two are like my absolute favorites, and honestly, like, I think they're well worth their monies, especially this one, because you can get it on the Ulta's 10 Days Beauty sale thing, I think is what it's called. Not 100% sure on that, but it's only $10, and that's like a deal. But, the next things I want to talk about are all of these lip products. I have a bunch. She has a favorite one, so I'm gonna let her talk about that.
My favorite is the NYX Lingerie in Beauty Mark. I have it on. You can't really see it that good, but I also have a swatch. I really like darker lipsticks, and I feel like this is a really nice one, and it's really creamy and soft when you put it on. It is a little sticky, but a little bit of a mattifying powder over it is perfect, and you have no problems, and it stays on very well. I really like it.
I do too. I don't use it as much as you do. I know you use it.
I love it.
The 3 products I want to talk about right now are just some like lip balm products. I have this EOS. I like to use this before I put on a matte liquid lipstick, because I feel like it gives my lips the moisture that it needs, and it's not as drying as it is by itself. I also have these two by Revlon. I have never seen these before, and this was something new. I know these are under for $3, but I just have the 2 colors in Fresh Strawberry and Juicy Peach. Juicy Peach is my favorite just because it's so sheer, and Fresh Strawberry I don't use as much because it's so pink. But this one's Fresh Strawberry, and it makes your lips more pink, and I don't necessarily like that. And this one is just Juicy Peach, and as you can see, it's really sheer. And I like that about lip gloss or lip balms, is just how sheer they are. I don't really like pigments in mine. The next couple of matte lipsticks that I want to talk about are these new Wet n Wild ones. I'm not sure how long these have been out, but these two have been my absolute favorite for this month. The only bad thing I can say about this is that, well, it's kind of more me. That's the problem, is just because I don't know where to put them at on my lips, because it just kind of gets everywhere. And that's mainly just what happens with it.
Which, for me, I think the applicator's a little much, in my opinion, on them.
Yeah.
But
the only thing I like about the applicator is that it's see-through. Yeah, that's the only pretty thing. But like, I don't know if you can see, but like the applicator is like curved.
It's really bulky, I feel
yeah.
like.
It's hard to get like on the thin lines that I have. But I just have the 2 in Berry Recognize, and this one is Nudist Peach. Berry Recognize is my favorite. I feel like it stands out more, and I feel like it's kind of an edgy look. But then again, usually when I do like a soft eye, I do an edgy lip, so it comes in handy a lot. The next one I want to talk about is this Tarte's lip paint.
Texas Toast by Bunny.
Yeah, I love Bunny. I have this one. I have 2 of these, and I have one of the other ones. I don't know the other name. And I also have her palette. Bunny's my favorite. This is like my absolute favorite color. I feel like it's just like a really good nude color, honestly. Like, I think it's really cute. But the only bad thing I can say about this one, I feel like it doesn't dry as quick as like the NYX ones or the Wet n Wild ones.
Yeah, I feel like it did take a while to dry whenever I wore it.
But that also is kind of a good thing, because you have a lot of room to play with it and stuff like that.
And fix your mistakes.
Honestly. With the NYX ones, like, they dry super fast, I feel
Yeah.
like. And like, you have to hurry up and fix that, or
it'll be smeared.
Yeah, it's gonna be there forever. And the same with Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild is really hard to fix. To me, it is. The next thing I want to talk about are these NYX soft matte lip creams. I love these. I use these almost every single day, if not every other day.
In case you need my hand.
I have the colors Monte Carlo, Stockholm, and Abu Dhabi. I'm not sure exactly what that name is pronounced. We have different ways of saying it. How do you want to say it?
I say Abu Dhabi, but
I
like
think,
Dobby the elf. I don't know if that's right, but that's just how I would pronounce it.
but this one is Stockholm, and then the two on her arms are, well, this one's Abu Dhabi, actually, and then this one's Monte Carlo, and this one's,
Stockholm.
Yeah. I feel like the next things I want to talk about are these two things from Bath & Body Works. These are different. They're not the same. I actually do have the spray like this one, but I kind of feel like it doesn't smell the same. But this is Tahiti Island Dream and the lotion, and this is the Fiji Pineapple Palm and the spray. I think this lotion is my favorite one of them all. I think it actually smells like really good.
Yeah, I really like this. I feel like it's like a really like calming scent kind of,
really
and it's
is.
not really overpowering.
I honestly feel like this one is like more moisturizing than the other ones I have. Like honestly, I don't know.
Her collection is huge. See that in a video at a later date.
Yeah, honestly. But this Fiji Pineapple Palm, like, this one smells really good, but honestly, if you spray too much, and you know how much I like to spray
Yeah,
on,
she covers herself in perfume.
but like this one gets too strong like fast.
I feel like it smells a lot like
You
coconut.
can already smell it.
Yeah, and I don't really like coconut, so I'm not gonna get a big whiff of it. But that's just my personal opinion.
She also can't really use Bath & Body Works.
I have very sensitive skin and it hates me. So there's a select few things that I can use from there without getting a reaction from it. So I try to stray away from new things.
And the next thing I want to talk about is this Precision Beauty Deep Cleaning Pore Scrubber. I love these. She hasn't used it, but she can use it anytime she wants to when she's at my house. She's like over here, like we're over at each other's house like almost 24/7. But I graduated last year and she's going to be graduating this year. So
In 15 days.
Is it that close?
I mean, technically 24, but I have 15 days of school left.
I mean, the 15 days count.
Yeah.
But I really feel like the little like things like right here get really deep into those pores. I feel like you can like clean them out. But like I haven't used mine in a couple of days.
But like she goes ham on it.
I really do. I feel like I like hard. But I feel like these like really work wonders. And I feel like if you can find them, they're only $4 from TJ Maxx. And I feel like if you can find them, I would get them. But I don't think
okay, I have a texture thing, and this is like really soft. I don't know, I just don't like it. I prefer to just wash my face with my hands. Sorry if you think that's disgusting. I'm not
I feel like
fancy.
I discovered these and I was like, I want to try those out, and they were
And
cheap.
you love them.
I do. I really do
And
love them.
You have, I mean, I figured you would talk about your vibrating one. I don't know what to call that.
It's on vibrating. It is this thing.
It's like the proactive one, but it's like $10.
The one I got was $5, and it only comes with one little head thing on it, and you can rub it on your face. But I have found a problem with that. Whenever I go to wash my face, it will splash that suds up into my eyes, and it burns like crazy, and I hate that so much. I was like, I'm gonna stop using that.
It tickles a lot.
That's something I really like, but I also like using it after the gelatin face mask.
Which we do a lot.
Yeah. I haven't done it in a while. I know my pores are ready to be
Same.
tortured.
Ripped out.
Yeah, ripped out. It hurts honestly, but then again, the end result
It's really
is really
worth
good.
it.
Yeah, it really is. My friend is supposed to do the video on it, but if he doesn't do it, I'm probably gonna do it. We can do
it together,
Yeah.
and you can see us cry.
Yeah, honestly.
Because it's honestly painful.
I think she makes it much more painful, but then again, I just sit there and rip it off. You can hear it like rip off of your
Yeah.
skin. If you have hairs, I would advise shaving them off, but I don't.
It just rips them out.
Yeah.
So.
It's like a waxing, honestly. I haven't had a waxing, but I kind of feel like that's what a waxing feels
Probably.
like. We just go way slower than what a waxing person does.
Yeah, we'd have to like speed up this video.
Yeah. But the next thing we'll talk about are actually these brushes in this cup. I love this cup. I think it's so cute. And then the brushes inside of it are actually limited edition, but I know the Tarte ones from the Maybelline collection you can actually get still. I know they still have them there, but you're not supposed to be in there. But I love these brushes. I like using this one for foundation. I know you use this one for contouring, but I think it's mainly for liquid contouring. And you can use this one for like your powders. And these two eyeshadow brushes are like something that I use almost every day, and I love these. But the next brushes I want to talk about, these, I know they don't sell them in stores no more. I know you could get these at Target, but they don't sell them no more. And I got these at TJ Maxx after they sold out. I feel like if you can find these brushes at TJ Maxx, it's a better deal because they're half the price. I love these. I like using this one mainly for my crease, and then I like using this for highlighter. I haven't found like a really good highlighter brush. This one's a little bit bulky for it, but I feel like it also gets the work done. And these two, I haven't even used these yet, but I'm pretty sure they're soft, so I feel like they work.
I use the stipple brushes for my blush.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do. But then again, I don't do a full face a lot. I know you do it a lot more than me. But I really love those brushes. I think they were only like $5 from TJ Maxx. And those are Real Technique brushes too.
That's a good deal.
It really is. And then the last brush I want to talk about is this e.l.f. brush. This is a concealer brush, but I like using this for highlighting the brow bone. I feel like it gets in there. I don't know if you ever like try this or not, but I
have brushes like this, not this one particularly, but I use it for highlighting my inner crease. And I really like them.
Yeah. That's all for my favorites of this month, but I know she has some, so I'll just go ahead and let her do her thing.
Okay, I don't have any of my makeup with me,
but I can insert pictures.
Yeah, I didn't know that this video was happening.
I surprised her.
I'm in love with the Lunatic Cosmetic Labs, the contour palette. And the mattifying powder. I think the packaging is so cute for both of them. It's like horror themed, and I'm obsessed with all of that. The color's really nice, the pigment's really nice. I feel like you get a lot for your money. And every time I do a full face I use it, and I feel like the color's really versatile. And the powder I use over my lipstick. I feel like I can use the powder just to even out my face if I don't want to do foundation, and I just feel like overall it's worth the money. I know it's a little expensive, but I feel like it's worth it if you can afford it. I got it for the deal for Christmas, and it was a $100 value, and I think I got it for $75 or $55, I'm not exactly sure, but it was a contour palette and the powder. And honestly, I've had it since a little bit before Christmas, and I've almost used all of the powder, which it's $20, so that's not too bad, I don't feel like. But the contour palette, I'm not even close to like being done with one color in it, and I use it almost every single day. So I feel like that's a favorite every month for me. But it's something to bring to your attention if you haven't heard of it.
I feel like, what is the name of that brand?
Lunatic Cosmetics.
I feel like no one ever barely talks about them. I know Bunny has, but I still feel like that's a brand that's uncommon.
Yeah, but they're so worth it.
Yeah.
I really love them, and I just feel like everyone should try them once in their lives.
She like raved about them.
By it.
Yeah.
I swear by it.
Me with my Too Faced and her with her Lunatic Cosmetics. But the next couple of things I'll talk about are actually disappointments for this month. I'm not sure if you have any disappointments, but there's actually two that we both don't really like, and there's kind of like a little bit of a story behind them. But it's these LA Colors matte lipsticks. These are just $1, so I feel like we can't really like hate on it too much for just being $1. Yeah. I have the colors Let's Kiss and Kiss and Tell. Let's Kiss is like one of the most beautiful colors I have ever seen. I really do like it, but
this
Kiss and Tell
is Let's Kiss, and this is Kiss and Tell.
Kiss and Tell is actually, it's streaky and it's like patchy, and whenever you put it on the lips and try to get it to where it's not like uneven and stuff like that, it is so heavy. But the story behind it is that she bought them and she sent them to me in like a little Snapchat, and I was like, those are really cute, and so I went and got them. The couple things about it, the color lasts for a very long time, so I feel like that's something good out of it. But the bad things about it is when I feel like the lid, it's too bulky to get into those like little corners of your lips. It just hits your other lip part. I don't know how to explain it. And like the little applicator is like not even long. I feel like they could change that design on it, but then again, it is also sticky on the lips, but then again, you can also put powder on it and like stop it. But I feel like the streakiness is just hard to cover up, honestly.
But I feel like even though they're not that great for $1, it's still good because the colors are really nice.
Yeah. Let's Kiss is like a beautiful color.
Yeah, I really like it. Like the nudie color. It's really nice. But I just saw them, and before I used them, I told her that they were really nice, and they were $1. They looked like they'd be really good colors, and so she picked a couple up, and she tried them before I did, and told me the disappointments about them.
Yeah.
And then I tried them for myself, and I agree.
I wore them out like almost for a couple hours. It was probably around 5 hours, because when I came home, I don't wash off my lipstick or makeup or anything. Like, it just wears until it wears off. I actually think I slept in it. I think it honestly lasted through the night. But it was still so sticky, and like where it gets like stuck at, like on the two lips, like that's where it was most patchy at, and like some of it was missing and you can see my lip through it, and I hate that. But I also think powder can honestly fix it. And the next two things that I really didn't like are these Wet n Wild ones. This is Video Vixen, and this is Nudie Patootie. Nudie Patootie has a really great like formula to it. The only problem I have with it, I feel like it just like matches into my face. And then Video Vixen is also just streaky. But then again, I feel like it's hard to get like a really great like non-streaky mess with darker colors. Like, that's just like something bad about it.
This is Nudie Patootie, and this is Video Vixen.
That's just the only thing that I don't like about them. Honestly, if that was just maybe a little bit darker, that would be a really good color.
Yeah, because the color looks really nice, but it's also kind of like a concealer color. So it's not, I feel like it's not dark enough to be a lipstick. I feel like maybe our skin is just too light for it.
Yeah.
But I really like the Video Vixen color, but I haven't tried them personally, but I know the, I don't really like the applicators on them because I feel like they're very bulky and just inconvenient for me. But there is one of the colors that I tried that I really liked from them. So their lipstick's really good. I just don't personally like the applicator.
I don't know. I kind of like the applicators on them. I don't have anything problem with them. I just think they're a little bit too big, especially for like the side of the mouth. But some people are blessed, and then some people are just blessed with money when they have their lips done. Like,
and we have no lips.
Yeah, and no money. But the next thing that I really don't like is this hard candy. I did like this in the beginning when I had it, and then I got the Conceal color correcting palette, and I realized this one was actually pretty crappy. There's just a couple things to it, and I just want to talk about those. The colors in it are great. I don't have a problem with that. It came with a little brush. It's actually two-sided, so I feel like that's something really great about it. But this thing was like $8 or $10, and I feel like that's a little bit too much for like what you get, because I don't know if you can tell, but like if you just swatch it, like I only used this about a couple of times, I think, like not enough for it to be the dent in it that it is. And also when you put it on your face and you try to like blend it out with your beauty blender, it just leaves like little like bubbles in it, and I hate that. Like, it just makes my face look so patchy. But I think that's just one thing that just really bugs me about it. And then I got the Conceal color correcting one, and I realized how much better that was. So I'm probably not even going to use this anymore, honestly. But that's it for this video. I don't know if you have any disappointments.
I'm good.
Okay, but that's it for this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. She probably will be reappearing in most of my videos from now on. I know we have a couple of videos that we do want to do together. Yeah. But she's not a YouTuber. She doesn't have a channel, or I would link it down below. She's mine. Can't have her. Sorry. But just make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll leave my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat down in the description box below. And I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day, and bye!